No, I'm just disappointed. I talked all day yesterday. Like, I just want to see Tom have to overcome some adversity. I want to see what he does when his first plan of action doesn't work. What's he checked down to? Is he gonna wrestle? Can he compete with Ciryl Gane on his feet for 25 minutes? And I don't get any of those answers, and just like everybody at home, I'm disappointed.
Being poked in the eye is illegal, Brendan, but to fight with one eye is very common. The opponent's trying to hit your eye. He's trying to bust up and make your nose bleed. So that part of it does have question for guys like Anthony and I. We're trying to be polite. We're trying to show grace, but in all fairness, if you're the heavyweight champion of the world, you got to fight with one eye at times.
I'm being real now. Both fingers, both of his eyes at once. Was it looking to be a decent scrap compared to a demolition? Yes. But both fingers, both eyes at once.
Tom Aspinall has finally broken his silence after one of the most controversial moments in recent UFC history, the no contest against Ciryl Gane at UFC 321. The fight came to a shocking halt after a brutal accidental eye poke left Aspinall unable to continue, ending what was supposed to be his moment of redemption in the most frustrating way imaginable.
Guys, I just got poked knuckle deep in the eyeball. What the why are you booing? What am I supposed to do about it? I didn't do the poke. I can't see.
Tom, they should not be booing. I agree with you. You waited a long time for this moment. Talk to the disappointment of this being how it ends.
This is bullshit. The fight was just getting going.
Apparently Tom's saying that he can't see. And that's not a good look, pardon the pun. See? The fight's been called off. Everyone's pissed off. The crowd's booing. Obviously, that's a terrible shame. Oh, man. What an anticlimax. Hey, guys, how we doing? I'm going to get to work. Now. Oh, man. It was a really entertaining fight. Really entertaining round. Hey, buddy, how you doing? What's up, buddy? I gotta get to work. I'm doing something as well. I don't know what to say. Jesus Christ. All right, so obviously the main event ended in a fashion that nobody wants to see. It was a tremendous fight. Ciryl Gane and Tom Aspinall were going toe to toe, and it was shaping up to be a tremendous title fight. It really was. And we were going to see Tom Aspinall taken out of the first round. A lot of people online are talking a lot of saying that he quit. The reality is, Ciryl was looking good. He damaged Tom. He busted the nose up early. They both landed some shots. Tom landed a really good low kick. Ciryl was looking smooth.
And since then, the MMA world has been on fire with opinions, criticism, and pure chaos. After waiting more than a year for this matchup, training relentlessly, recovering from injuries, staying disciplined and patient, Tom Aspinall's night was ripped away in seconds. But instead of sympathy, a wave of backlash crashed down on him. Some fans and even fighters accused him of quitting, saying he should have kept going no matter what. Chael Sonnen didn't hold back either, bluntly stating, "That's MMA. You deal with it."
Is he gonna wrestle? Can he compete with Ciryl Gane on his feet for 25 minutes? And I don't get any of those answers, and just like everybody at home, I'm disappointed.
Being poked in the eye is illegal, Brendan, but to fight with one eye is very common. The opponent's trying to hit your eye. He's trying to bust up and make your nose bleed. So that part of it does have question for guys like Anthony and I. We're trying to be polite. We're trying to show grace, but in all fairness, if you're the heavyweight champion of the world, you got to fight with one eye at times.
It was a significant eye poke. It wasn't like a little scratch.
Yeah.
It was, they went in. They were proper eye pokes, and Tom clearly was in a lot of pain. There's people saying online, well, he was saying multiple times, I can't see. If he wanted to continue, he shouldn't be saying that. The reality is, if he can't see,
tell the truth.
If you can't see, you're allowed to say you can't see. People might point to me and say, well, you fought with one eye. Yeah, that was a secret because I shouldn't have been fighting. Tom is the champion of the world. He doesn't want to go out there when his vision is impaired or vision is massively affected and potentially lose a fight that was shaping up to be a difficult fight. Ciryl Gane was on point tonight. He was looking good. We saw the damage on Tom's face. This was not an easy fight by any stretch of the imagination. He didn't want to continue with his vision damaged or not being able to see. So I don't blame him. The crowd were upset. I get that. They were frustrated. They've flown in from other countries. They've spent a lot of money. They've bought tickets, and the fight ends like that. I don't think the frustration was on Tom. I think the crowd was just annoyed at the situation.
Everyone gets poked. Everyone gets kneed or clipped. You carry on That was the argument being thrown at Tom from every direction. But this time, Tom Aspinall wasn't having any of it. Sources close to his camp say he's furious about the disrespect pouring in online. In private conversations, and even in a few subtle replies on social media, Tom has reportedly called out the people mocking him, saying it's insane to think he would ever quit mid-fight. According to Tom, that eye poke didn't just sting, it completely blinded him in one eye. And when the doctor stepped in, it wasn't a choice, it wasn't hesitation, it wasn't fear. It was the only decision that could be made. He physically could not see. Tom has even said privately, if I could have continued, I would have.
Guys, I just got poked knuckle deep in the eyeball. What the why are you booing? What am I supposed to do about it? I didn't do the poke. I can't see.
Tom, they should not be booing. I agree with you. You waited a long time for this moment. Talk to the disappointment of this being how it ends.
This is bullshit. The fight was just getting going.
It was deep. Ciryl Gane was looking so good in that first round. Tom Aspinall's nose was bleeding. Ciryl was landing with that jab. I got a heavyweight. You go in there, and a lot of the times a heavyweight, you see guys not really engage too much because it takes one punch, especially from two big punches like that. And Tom was kind of pushing, like coming forward. Ciryl was landing beautiful jabs, circling around. He won that round. Both those guys, for being heavyweight, can move so well on their feet. God, that was going to be such a sweet fight. And I thought Tom was going to go out there and kind of run through Ciryl. That was going to be a very interesting fight. I mean, I guess running it back makes sense. Post-fight reaction from Tom Aspinall. What the fuck you booing? I'm the one that got poked in the fucking eye. There's nothing I can do about it. I'm not the one that fucking poked him. I get it, you're frustrated. I don't think the fans weren't booing at Tom for not continuing. I don't think the fans are booing because, you know, it sucks. It's the main event. You want to see a fight. But every time like a first reaction happens, a nut shot, an eye poke, you don't think it's, all right, it's going to get stopped.
Ciryl, first of all, thank you so much for stopping by. Super difficult moment. Can I get your immediate reaction, please?
I don't know exactly. Just disappointed. We put a lot of energy, like I say, and I'm just sorry because at first for me, but also for the people, for Aspinall, for everybody. This is the law of this sport. Sometimes this happening. I remember this happening also for myself. It's like that. It's like that.
For people that didn't see the build-up to this fight, all the programs, etc., can you just let people know the kind of investment and the commitment you made to preparing for this fight? Yeah, that's why I'm a little bit disappointed because of the energy, the sacrifice, all of this, and unfortunately, this happening. If there are not issue, he win or I win, like okay, this is but like that. No, I'm not happy about this. You did have 3 minutes or so in the octagon with Tom Aspinall, caused some damage. You know, from your thoughts, you've been in there, you felt him a little bit. Like, what did you learn?
It was beautiful. It was a beautiful fight. This is exactly what I expected from Tom. Exactly what I expected for myself. Also, we did very well. I think I'm gonna watch that. But yeah.
No, not that one. The eye poke that he always goes for in fights. Most of the time he lands this in every single one of his fights, bar a couple of them maybe, but typically Ciryl Gane does get off at least a few eye pokes, just like his teammate Dasanina Mavov, and he landed it. He landed his signature move, double eye poke on Tom Aspinall. The finger went straight into the eye on this side. Left hand one. This doesn't really tell the story of it. He landed the eye poke, like you see here, and then he pushed into the eyes afterwards. That's what I think caused the problem. He landed the eye poke and it didn't look that bad, but then he pushed straight into the eye with force on Tom Aspinall to reclaim distance, and Tom had to call off the fight. He can't see. He's going to go out there, get slept because he's blind and he can't get his eyesight back. Or this is what happens. The fight gets called off, and for some reason, there's a lot of people that aren't angry at Gane about this. Even though he's one of the dirtiest fighters in the sport, there's a ton of people talking about how good, dude, Gane was piecing him up, destroying him. They're talking about this like it was a 10-8 round before Ciryl Gane landed the eye poke. This was a very competitive fight.
I couldn't see a thing. Anyone calling me a quitter clearly has no idea what it's like in there. And honestly, it's not hard to understand where his frustration comes from. Tom Aspinall has never been the type to back down. He's finished almost all of his fights in the first round, and his calm, respectful demeanor outside the cage has earned him a reputation as one of the most humble professional fighters in the UFC. So to suddenly be labeled a quitter after an unlucky, repeated foul, that cuts deep. Meanwhile, the MMA community is split in half. Some fans are defending him, saying he was robbed of his moment, and that anyone who's ever dealt with an eye injury knows how dangerous and unforgiving it can be.
Way everybody feels. Great showing, shitty ending, you know? I think that after the Jones fight, a lot of people wrote Ciryl Gane off. He looked damn good tonight.
Yeah, what did you think about the fight on its way to the eye poke? What did you take from those 4 minutes?
Good. Looked like we were in for a few rounds and it was going to be a good fight.
It would seem obvious that a rematch is right on the cards. Would you like to just rebook these guys as soon as Tom is able to get back in there?
Yeah, total pain in the ass, but yes.
Others still insist he should have toughed it out, pointing to fighters like Michael Bisping, who famously competed with essentially one functioning eye for years. Even Joe Rogan and Daniel Cormier weighed in during the broadcast, calling the moment heartbreaking rather than controversial. Rogan reminded fans that a serious eye poke can end a career instantly, and that Tom made the only intelligent choice by not risking permanent damage. But while the debate keeps burning online, one thing is crystal clear: Tom Aspinall wants revenge. Dana White has already confirmed that a rematch is being lined up, and Tom's silence has shifted into pure motivation. He's already back to light training, focused on healing up and settling this the right way. Ciryl Gane has stayed mostly quiet, insisting through his team that the foul was accidental, and that they were prepared for a long, gritty fight. But fans can't stop debating the what-ifs. Would Gane have shocked the world, or would Tom have found his rhythm and delivered another trademark finish? Either way, Tom Aspinall is done with the critics, done with the disrespect, and done staying quiet.